So, as y'all saw, I had to make me a little coffee because we got a long video that we're going to do today. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi. My name is Leslie, and I had gastric sleeve October 8th of 2025. And so we have surpassed 3 months and are coming up on 4 months post-op. On this channel, I try to do basically just documenting my progress and my recovery and my VSG journey and just what I do in life, basically. A little bit, you know. If you are returning, thank you guys. I love you guys. So let's get right into it. So I decided to do a Q&A for post-op months 3 and 4. And I'm doing it this way because it's taken me forever to get this video done because life. And as of today, excuse me, today is January 27th, and so I'm just a few days away from being 4 months post-op. So I figured I'd clump these two in together and answer some of the questions that I have gotten asked quite a bit on my other social media platforms. So I'll jump right in. Let me get a little sip. As y'all saw, I made a Dubai chocolate covered strawberry protein coffee. So this is a 20 ounce, not 20 ounce, this is a 16 ounce plastic like throwaway cup that I got from Walmart. I got a pack of 50. I got 2 packs of 50 of them from Walmart that came with the lids, and the straws came from Dollar Tree. But the protein coffee company that I buy from, they normally without ice can fill up like a 20 ounce. With ice, you know, you never know. But because it's a 16 ounce and I put ice in it, sometimes I can split it between 2. Sometimes I split it between 3, depending on if I'm adding a protein shake in with it, which you saw I did. Because I haven't hardly eaten much today, and today it's already like going on 3 o'clock. So I want to go ahead and get this video done real fast because I have to go get Leanna from after hours tutoring in about an hour and a half. So I figured, why not, while I have the house to myself and was quiet and chill for a minute, let me go ahead and get this video done. So let's get a sip of our coffee. If you don't already have your protein coffee or your protein shake or loaded tea or whatever, get it. Let's get a sip. All right. So I wrote down questions. There are 17 questions that I got all together from based off of what I've been asked in person and what I've been asked on my other social medias. So I figured I'd go ahead and try to run through as many as I could. If I cannot get all of them done before it's time for me to leave to go get my daughter, then I will do a part 2 and just basically split it up between post-op 3, post-op 4. So the first question is, what are 3 non-scale victories? All right, so I'd say number 1, I struggled at first being able to see my weight loss on my body. So like the scale was moving, you know, and I had been told by everybody that they could tell I was losing weight, but I couldn't see it. Well, one of the first victories was way back, if y'all remember one of my videos from a few weeks ago, my grandmother had passed away. And so I had to go dress shopping because her favorite color was money green. And I didn't have anything in my closet money green. So I had to go dress shopping. Well, I managed to be able to get into a dress that was a 2X, and I had normally been in a 4X, 5X dress. So I managed to be able to get into a 2X dress, and that, like, I felt ecstatic. I didn't look like the Pillsbury Doughboy, you know. I managed to be able to get in it and was comfortable in my own skin, in my own, like, clothes. I was comfortable strutting through and didn't feel like I needed to cover up. So the second one would be clothing again. I'm here recently. I was going through my closet and was trying to get rid of stuff that I didn't want anymore or couldn't wear anymore, had holes in it, stains on it, whatever. And I came across a pair of jeans that was a size 16 that I had had since I was a senior in high school. And I was like, let me try it. Let me just try. I already knew I was expecting to get my feelings hurt. Like, I'm not going to be able to button them. I may be able to get them up, but I won't be able to button them. Y'all, I could button them, and I was comfortable. Like, again, it was one of those, like, okay, I think I wore them to church. I wore them to church the next day, and I was good all through church. And then by the time it was time to start winding down, I was like, okay, I gotta get out of these jeans. Because they were jeans. I mean, who wants to wear jeans all day, every day? I don't. So, the third victory was going to the gym and being able to finish a full hour and a half, 2-hour workout without feeling like I was going to have a heart attack. As many of you know, I was diagnosed with heart disease a few years ago. And that was one main factor in the reason why I got VSG. So being able to have that victory, that meant a lot to me. All right, so next question. Have I ever experienced dumping? And there's like steps to this question. Have I ever experienced dumping? What was the food that I dumped with? How long did it last? And what did it feel like? So, dumping for me, as y'all know, when I explained my month 1 post-op experience, I was sick every single day for the first month and a half after I had VSG. So, I thought that was dumping. It was not. So, in the process of my grandmother passing, we went to the town that she lived in, Hollywood, Alabama, which is about an hour away from my house. I was going there quite often, if not every day towards the end. It was like 2-3 times a week. So, one of these specific times, now again, this food that I have eaten, that I ate this time, sorry, if y'all hear my cat, he's mad because he's in male kitty heat, what I call it, and there's a little female cat that likes to come up on my porch and taunt him, so he's mad and screaming and wanting to go outside. But the food, let me just answer this, the food was Walmart's chicken salad, the one that has the cranberries in it. I have been eating that for weeks and hadn't had an issue with it. So when I made myself a little bowl of it to go, because I knew I was going to Hollywood that morning, I didn't think that I was going to dump from it. I didn't think anything of it. It was a normal day. So the thing is, listen, y'all are my people. If you're watching this, you're either about to get VSG, you're thinking about VSG, or you've already had a VSG. So y'all know, as women, your body changes after surgery, after any surgery, but especially after VSG. And your pH balance goes off. So my pH balance had gotten way off, and I had started to develop a UTI. So one of the things, that you take as when you have a UTI is Azo. I was on an antibiotic and I was on Azo. So I took my medicine before I left the house, my morning medicine. And, was drinking my water, not thinking anything of it. We get to Scottsboro, and it had already been like maybe 45 minutes since I'd taken my medicine. Get to Scottsboro, I'm pumping gas, and I start to feel hunger pains. And I'm like, well, I know I'm probably going to be crying when I get to my granny's house. I'm not going to want to eat. Let me go ahead and try to take a couple of bites. So that way it can time me over until I get all the crying out of my system, right? So, while I'm pumping gas, I get in the car, I pull out my lunch bag, and I pull the bowl of chicken salad out, and I have a baby spoon now. And I take 3 bites. And I chew completely, swallow in between all, because I'm filling my tank up. Y'all know how long it takes, to fill your tank up. So, fill my tank up, taking these 3 bites. I get back in the car, gonna drive off. I don't make it 1,000 feet. And I feel like if I don't stop and open my car door and get out, I'm going to throw up all over my steering wheel. So it was that fast. Like, it was like, okay, I gotta go. So I opened up my car door, and literally all I could do was lean over and throw up, having my upper body hanging out of the car. And it was like, it felt like stomach virus, but it wasn't a stomach virus. I didn't have chills. I didn't have body aches. I literally just could not stop throwing up for about 20 minutes. So I finished throwing up, and I was weak, and I was like, oh God, I feel bad. I ended up raking that chicken salad out, thinking that it was bad. I get to my granny's house. And so we're seeing my granny, because at that day, my mom came with us to see my granny. And so I get to my granny's house, and I lay eyes on her, and it wasn't 5 minutes of us being in her room. And I felt like I have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And so there's times where, like the poop feeling will come on real fast. Not this fast. It was like I needed to get to the bathroom right then, or I was going to have to wash my clothes at my granny's and borrow one of her moo-moos or something. And I was in there. That's why I say, like, stomach virus, because you have that random throw up moment and then the random diarrhea. And it was like water for about an hour, back and forth for about an hour. So, it lasted for about an hour, hour and a half. I was queasy for the rest of the day. Didn't really want to eat a whole lot the rest of the day, just focused on water. So that answers that question. Let me get a sip, y'all. Hold on. Question number 3. What has my journey been like so far? Honestly, it's been smooth. Once I got past month 1, 1.5, and got past that throwing up every single day, it's been smooth. It's a learning process. It's a trial and error, especially with eating and drinking. It's a trial and error. Your body's going to tell you what you can and cannot have. A lot of people like to say, oh, my doctor said this, you can't have this. Oh, my doctor said you can have this. But until you have the surgery and you see what your body can and cannot handle, you never know. Everybody's doctor is different, and everybody's body is different. Everybody's experience is different. For me, it is a trial and error. Like with bread, with pasta, with different kind of sauces, I steer clear from sugar. If I have to have sugar, it's very, very little. But the things that have a bunch of carbs in it, it's trial and error, And so, honestly, I've been great. If I keep clearing my throat, y'all, we just went through a little ice storm, and it's been real cold here in Northeast Alabama for the past few days. So, my sinuses are a little out of whack. I went dashing today, and I still got my sweater on because I'm still so cold trying to warm up. So, but yeah, it's been great. I just been making it and exercising and, just doing what I got to do to live a healthy, meaningful life after VSG. Question number 4, how to discuss surgery with family and friends. Honestly, excuse me. When I went to go talk to my mom about it, she had already been telling me anyway about the surgery. So she was honestly like, praise God, it's about time. My sister was like, she, of course, the big sister thing. Are you sure you want to do surgery? We can work out together. We can, But then she was like, okay, the people who know me and have been around me almost every day, if not every day, they know what I went through with my heart disease diagnosis. And even before I got diagnosed, how bad it was for me. So, with my close family and my husband and my kids and, my close friends, they already knew. And they were all pretty happy. I had a couple of family members that were like, why would you want to do surgery? Why not just work out? Can you not just drink water every day? I heard such and such drank water, a gallon of water every day for a year straight, and they lost this amount of pounds. there's always going to be that person that tries to talk you out of surgery. And you just got to do what's best for you. If you want to do surgery and it's what's best for you, do it. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your body, it's your health. So, if they don't like it, oh well, it's your body, I'm not one of those, like, my body, my choice type people, but I am one of those, like, I'm not going to sit around and feel this heart disease. Especially, Nix, you are okay, I promise. You're fine. Calm down. But especially because the heart disease that I have is hereditary. It was passed down from generation to generation to generation. So after watching many different family members that I have pass before they were 40 or 50 from this same heart disease, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm 31. I'm going to nip this in the butt like while I got the chance. I'm not going to wait till I'm 40 or 50 and have had a massive heart attack to try to figure out things. So again, if they don't like it, oh well. If they love it, great. You're part of my support system. If you're not, oh well, But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you and your body and your health. So we will move on because I don't want to get in that controversial discussion. Question number 5. How do I maintain my mental health? Honestly, God. Like, I am a firm believer in leaving it at the feet of Jesus, leaving it at the altar, at the cross, and putting it in God's hands and don't worry about it anymore. Leave it alone. With my mental health, whenever I couldn't see the weight loss, like, give it to God. I prayed about it. When I was sick every single day, in and out of the hospital, I gave it to God. I remember just praying, God, it is your will. Let your will be done. Please let your will be done. And here I am. I'm thriving, So I took it one day at a time. I let God have it. Took it one day at a time. And, talk to somebody. Talk to God. I talked to my husband. I cut it out with my husband. I cut it out with my mom. I cut it out with my sister. So that's one thing. You can't do this alone. Sorry, y'all. I'm throwing out some pork chops in my microwave and it just went off. You can't do this alone. I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can't, but it's not wise to do that because you got to have a support system, not just to help you for post-op, but to help you mentally too. You got to have somebody to talk to. And even if you don't, get therapy, talk to a therapist if you have to. But my main thing was I prayed over everything. So, next question was gym life. Do I go to the gym? Sorry, y'all. I still get cotton mouth like crazy. So, yeah, I go to the gym. I go to a 24-hour gym here in Fort Payne, Alabama, called Co-Ed Fitness. And I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday to work out at the gym. And while I'm at the gym, I'll do Monday and Friday are core and arms, and Wednesday is core and legs. And then I'll alternate. So the next week it'll be Monday, Friday, core, legs, Wednesday, core, arms. And then I'll just alternate it every week. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I stay at home and I walk. I either go to the store and walk, or me and Leanna will walk up and down the road. If it's been really cold here lately, so it's been indoor walking. But I'm constantly moving around the house. So I've just been Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I try to just be as active as possible, not in the gym. And then Sunday I rest. So I start off with in the gym. I start off with cardio. I will get on the treadmill and walk for 30 minutes, and then I will rest for 5 minutes, and then I will either do my core and arms or core and legs for 30 minutes to an hour. So yeah, that's my gym life. Next question is, if I keep looking down, I've got my notepad that I'm trying to follow, and I'm trying to check them off. So if I don't have enough time to finish, I know where I stopped at. Next question is, can I drink alcohol after surgery? So I was told by my surgeon, no alcohol whatsoever until your year mark. For the first year, no alcohol whatsoever. You do what you want. You're grown. I was sick and I was really congested, and my husband drinks Evan Williams honey. And I took a little tongue taste one time, and thinking that it would help clear up some. It hurt so bad to where I was like, you know what? I don't want it. I'm straight. I was starting to be a lightweight anyway before surgery, so it ain't nothing to me to just not drink. But definitely, listen to your surgeon. If they say don't for a year, then don't for a year. So next question is, do I have post-op hair loss, and how do I manage it if so? So yes, I do have post-op hair loss. I was really praying that I didn't, but it's okay, because now that I know what it is and know that I have it, I know that I need to manage it. So I tend to keep my hair in box braids all the time. I will have them in for 3 months, take them out. I have them out maybe a day, and then get them rebraided for another 3 months. So I got them. I noticed that I was starting to lose a lot of hair when I was taking my last set out. So I took my last set out, and I started noticing that in the knots, like if you are an African American woman and you get box braids, or any kind of braid that has a knot to it, whenever you take it down, you're going to have some strands of your natural hair in there, but not a lot if you take it down properly. I was taking mine down properly, and I would have this length of my natural hair coming out, and I'm like, at first I was like, oh, okay, it slid. But then when I washed my hair and I detangled my hair, I had a whole wig's worth of hair that had broke off or shedded or whatever when I detangled it and blow dried it. And so I'll show you a little bit. Right in here, my part is really weak. In here, around my edges, as you can see. Over here, they parted it really well whenever they braided it this time, so you can't really tell it real good unless you're up good and close. But all the way around my perimeter and at the top of my ears is where I started noticing that I was having post-op hair loss. So at that point, it was more than just shedding. It was bald. Like somebody had taken a pair of clippers and just, got me. So I cried, and then I prayed, and then I went to my hair technician, and I asked her, what did you do? And so I did some research, and the main thing is collagen and biotin. So I started, trying out different biotin oils and collagen oils, and I take collagen supplements. Y'all, I'm sorry, my cat is losing his mind. My sister just walked in, and he thought he was going to be able to escape, and she stopped him. But so he's mad. But anyway, I started taking collagen and biotin supplements, and I also use a collagen and biotin oil. I use a collagen oil in the mornings, and I use a biotin oil at night. And I just put it on all through my scalp. I'll part my braids, and it has a little tip, application tip, and I just put it through, and then I rub it through my scalp. And I use a satin bonnet, a satin braid bonnet. And so I haven't really noticed a whole lot right now, because I just started using these products I don't know, probably about 3 weeks ago. So I don't want to show you the products yet and do a review on that until I can see how it works. But I can tell you that I'm starting to feel, it doesn't feel as bald in those spots anymore. So I'm starting to feel that it's growing back. It's just, you know, it takes time. It's one of those things that most people who have this surgery is going to get, you know, and you just got to learn to manage it. But if you take biotin supplements and collagen supplements and use the oils, then it'll help. And I do know that after this braid set, I will be starting to take breaks from braids. Well, breaks. I will be going to get my hair cornrowed and just applying glueless wigs, you know, and crochet sets instead of doing individual braids. I'll do that for 3 months, and then I'll do braids for 3 months. I've done that before. After I had my daughter, I went braids 3 months, wigs 3 months, braids 3 months, crochet 3 months, and just went back and forth just so I can give my hair a break and let it breathe for a little bit, you know. So anyway, we will go on to the next question. We're doing good. We actually made it to the next side of the page, so maybe I will be able to finish this video in one video instead of 2. So let's take a sip, y'all. I can tell you, though, I will be doing a review on that protein coffee brand, that company, here soon, because they're really good. Really, really good. And I'm about to be trying out their loaded teas, too. So I'll let you know about those. My favorite bariatric meals. What are my favorite bariatric meals? Honestly, again, a lot of it is trial and error. Figuring out what you like, what you don't like, what you can tolerate right now, because your taste buds do change, and what your stomach will let you tolerate. It sounds basic, but a lot, I eat a lot of tuna salad. I get those tuna packs and I eat a lot of those. And I make my own tuna salad. Ever since dumping, I kind of steer clear of chicken salad a little bit. I ended up, matter of fact, whenever I dumped that time, I had 2 tubs of that chicken salad from Walmart, and I didn't touch it. I haven't touched it since. I let my husband and my kids have it. I like getting the tuna salad. Those chicken salad, those tuna salad packs that you can get from like Walmart, Dollar General. I saw them at Dollar Tree. They have different flavors like ranch. They have crab boil. They have garlic and herb, lemon pepper and herb, everything bagel, original. Excuse me. I like getting those, and I add a little bit of light mayo to it, or cottage cheese, or Greek yogurt, depending on what I'm in the mood for. And I'll chop up an onion, you know, and add a little bit of cheese to it. Another one that I like is getting the non-seasoned grilled chicken strips, like in the bag from Walmart, and I will cook those. Like, I'll cut them up into real small pieces and cook those. And I'll thaw out some frozen broccoli and put it in there, and I will add some low sodium cream of chicken soup and a ranch seasoning pack and some cheese, and then I'll mix it all together, put it in a pan, and sprinkle some shredded cheese on top, and then bake it until everything's cooked and, you know, not frozen anymore. And the cheese is, I'll roll the cheese on top. That's really good. Amazing. Let's see, what's another one? I tried the ricotta bake. That's good. I have to stay away from chili for now, because me and my heartburn, it's a different story. But yeah, I mean, there's quite a few things that I'll start showing y'all whenever I make them. I have a few on repeat, and I'll start showing y'all whenever I make them, what I eat. But mainly tuna, salmon. I learned how to make salmon croquettes a healthier way. And let's see, what else was it? That grilled chicken and broccoli dish. It's basically like chicken broccoli casserole, but with those grilled chicken strips. So anyway, next question is, how long did it take me to get my energy back? Oh no, I went back. Okay, so well, I'll do that next question after this. How long did it take me to get my energy back? Honestly, I started getting energy probably about like midway through month 2. I started working out. I got approved to work out, but even before then, I started getting my water consumption in real good. I started being able to drink protein shakes again, because as y'all remember, if you watched my previous videos, me and protein shakes had a love-hate relationship. But yeah, once I started getting my protein in really good and my water intake in, and I was up walking a lot, I started getting my energy. It's probably about month 2, like midway through month 2. Probably about like week 6 into 7. So yeah. So what was supposed to be question 10 is, do I track macros and how? So I started off using the Berrytastic app, and I still do. I use it. I write down everything first, and then at the end of the week, I go in and put in what I did. But Berrytastic is amazing. Use it because it helps so much. But yes, I do count macros. I look at the nutrition facts. But when I pick up, before I buy any food item, it could be an Alani, I'm looking at the nutrition facts. Because I don't count carbs a whole lot. Like, I look at carbs, because you don't want to have too many carbs. But I look at calories mainly, and sugar, and alcohol sugars. So just honestly, nutrition facts. Look at your nutrition facts. Write down, if you don't want to use the app, write down everything that you're about to eat that day. And, or, when you are out buying things, write down before you even make it, like as you're making it, write down what you're eating and the nutrition facts, and get a scale, get a food scale. That helped me a lot too, especially in the beginning. I don't use a scale as much anymore because now I can eye it to kind of see. But yeah, download Berrytastic. It helped. Next question. Can I eat a normal meal, and how much do I normally eat? So honestly, a normal meal just depends on you. It depends on your body. Do I eat fast food a whole lot anymore? No. And if I do, I'm getting like grilled, like I'll go to Chick-fil-A and I'll get some grilled nuggets and a kale salad. Or I'll get a kid's mac and cheese and get a 8-count grilled nugget and cut it up and put it in there. But even then, I'm not finishing all that in one sitting. It takes me all day to finish that. I'll eat like 2 or 3 bites and I'm full. So, no, I don't eat a normal size meal. A normal size meal for me now is still 2 to 4 ounces. So, you just got to listen to your body. Listen to when your body will tell you when to stop. I promise it will. And if you don't listen, it'll tell you that you're not listening and you're being hard-headed. So, yeah, just listen to your body. Next question is, have I experienced a weight loss stall? How did I get out of it, and for how long was it? So, I experienced my first stall at week, I want to say it was week 6, 7. My last appointment, I was in the middle of a stall. I had only lost 8 pounds in like 2 weeks, which was weird because with, BSG, you lose weight real fast, but stalls are normal. From what my doctor said, I was starting to come out of it because I was starting to lose again. So, I wasn't at the same number as what I was at my last appointment. So, that's good. I got on the scale the other day and I was 274, and then I got on the scale last night and I was 269. So I believe that my stall only lasted a couple of weeks. honestly, the only thing I can tell you about how to get out of it is just drink water and exercise. Like, keep your protein up, get your protein intake and keep your water intake the way it's supposed to be and exercise. I think what helped get me out of my stall at that time was that I got approved to start working out. So I started going to the gym. Because it felt like walking just wasn't doing enough. So, my main thing was exercise and water. And if you still feel like, I've heard that if you still feel like you're still in a stall after that, to go back to uh, the liquid diet that you were on before surgery and 2 weeks after surgery. I've heard that if you go back, to doing the liquid diet, then it'll help kickstart you back into where you're supposed to be. Um, so, but yeah, just keep drinking your water, keep exercising. If you have to go back to the liquid phase, go back to the liquid phase for about a week or so, and it should. I had to have a little bit of a change of scenery, so we came out to the car. So anyway, where did I leave off at? Oh, okay. Do I have any food aversions? So the only thing that I'd say I would had a food aversion for was honestly that chicken salad. There's a couple of times where I've eaten something that made me kind of sick a little bit, but I haven't been sick since from it. I think a lot of it is just taking your time. And if you don't like it right then, wait a couple of weeks and try it again. You may like it. If you don't, leave it alone. But my main thing was that chicken salad, honestly. I can eat chicken really well. For some reason, I just can't do that chicken salad. I haven't attempted it since I dumped. And I maybe I will in the future. I'm not right now though, because like that scared me. Next question is, do I regret surgery? No. Honestly, it is the best decision I have ever made in my life. Other than of course marrying my husband, having my daughter. This surgery has saved my life. I feel so much better. I can move around with ease. I'm able to get out and play with Leanna if she wants to. Like, she's getting ready to start softball, and anybody who knows me knows that I played softball through school. So, like, I'm real excited about that. We've been out, learning, like, teaching her the ropes of softball. And like, we went out shopping for her birthday, and I wasn't extremely tired after shopping like I would have been 3 months ago. Um, I'm able to fit into clothes that I couldn't wear, that I haven't been able to wear since I was in high school, since before I met my husband. Um, so if you're still thinking about it, do it. Do it. It is the best thing I have ever done, besides marrying my husband and having my daughter. And of course, following Christ. Do it. Next question. I'm trying to hurry because I have to go get Leanna soon, and I still haven't even started dinner. So, how much do I weigh now? I weighed last night, and I was at 269. So, yay! My goal weight is to be under 200. My goal weight is 199. So, if I can get to 199, I'll be happy. But my goal weight right now is 199. I'm right now currently at 269. And the last question is, do I have body dysmorphia? There's times where I think I do. And there's times where I snap out of it and I'm like, oh, that's cute. I look good in that. But again, there's times where I can look at myself naked in the mirror and I'm like, did I lose weight? Have I lost weight? I still feel like I look like 350 pounds, but I know that I'm not. Like, for instance, have to go back and look back at old pictures at this because it was way bigger when I first started this journey. But there are times where like I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh God, that double chin, triple chin. I will look at myself moving while I'm naked and I'll see the sagginess and I'm like, but I also have to realize I've lost almost 100 pounds already. I started out, surgery date was 346 and I'm at 269. So I'm going to have loose skin. And it's not the fat that's jiggling. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's a lot of it is loose. I'm starting to experience loose skin. And I'll revisit that later on down the road once I hit like my year mark because I've had questions like if I'm going to have my paniculectomy done and all that. Listen, me and God are still talking about that, so I don't know yet. But I do know there are times where I do have body dysmorphia and there are times when I don't. I think that I don't want to put that kind of title on myself because I know that regardless, I was made in God's image. I was beautifully and wonderfully made. And regardless, I am a child of God and He's got me no matter what. So, yeah, that is it for this Q&A, y'all. I need to get started on supper because if I don't, then we're not going to eat till like 9 o'clock. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go and finish my protein coffee and throw these pork chops in the Instapot and cut up some onion and bell pepper and stuff. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for sitting and chatting with me and asking questions. And, I hope that everybody's journey is going smoothly so far. And I will see y'all in the next video. Wait. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please, y'all, let's help this channel grow. I want this to be big because there's not a lot of info on VSG. There's a lot of info on bypass, but VSG, not so much. So, especially us Southern girls, and guys, there's not a lot of us that do it. So, and there's a lot of us that have done it that are afraid to talk about it. And I don't want to be like that. I want us to open up and be confident enough to say, yes, I had surgery because here's why. But it's my body and I decided to do this. I don't care what you think. So anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.